Hello everyone, it's Dr. Manjiri Nadkarni, Ayurvedic MD, registered holistic nutritionist, back today for another interesting topic. So, today we're going to talk about what your cravings for salt, sugar, and caffeine mean. If you are someone who's really struggling with food, if you are someone who seems addicted, just hold on for one second. Oh, just please me call her. It's my husband. So if you are watching this live, you can say a quick hi. If you are watching this as a replay, please say a quick, put a hashtag as replay, and I'll be more than happy to l- talk more about it. Sorry, I think I'm like really distracted today. Okay. Perfect. So let's talk about cravings. Let's talk about why, you have cravings and what's going on. So, cravings, if you are having recurrent cravings, if you're constantly wanting salt, sugar, or caffeine, to keep going, or constantly your body needs some kind of stimulation, if you are constantly relying on caffeine, or you're addicted to chips, or you're constantly having sugar, it could actually mean a lot of things for you, but the one main thing that it means is your body is out of balance, right? So cravings, severe cravings to any foods or any substances never happen when your body is in a state of balance. So the number one thing that you have to understand is that your cravings indicate some sort of an imbalance going on in your body, and that imbalance is expressed by wanting a certain food, which could then bring about balance. That also happens, right? So in Ayurveda we have this principle that opposites balance and like feeds like, right? So if you are constantly having sweet things, it's going to feed into the increase your blood sugar, for example. But if you are tired, if you are depleted, then you're going to require those sweet things to bring about a balance in your body. Hi Katie, nice to see you. Hi Andrika, thank you for joining live. So let's talk about the three main cravings that are completely common in today's world. I've seen a lot of people having these cravings. So let's talk about salt, sugar, and caffeine. The first one I would like to talk about is salt, cravings for salt. So if you are addicted to chips, if you really need salt to keep going, right? If you are always looking for those crunchy, salty things, you just want to bite into them and eat, as many chips as you can. The one thing that it shows is electrolyte balance. That's the number one thing that you need to understand, that your electrolytes, you could be having low amounts of electrolytes in your body. And this is very typical of stress gland imbalance, right? If your stress glands are not functioning well, in that perspective you are going to have an imbalance, and that is one of the reasons why you are craving salt, right? That is one of the reasons why you're craving salt, why you're constantly wanting the any kind of salty foods, whether you're going for chips or whether you're going for salted nuts. So electrolyte imbalance, having your electrolytes, especially your sodium out of balance, is going to create a lot of salt cravings. Now from an Ayurvedic perspective, because I always like to give the Ayurvedic perspective about it as well, right? So if you look at the salty taste, it is made up of water as well as fire as elements, and this taste is going to increase pitta as well as kapha. Salty taste also helps support digestion. So if you are somebody who has a really weak digestion, you are going to crave a little bit more salt as well, and that can support your stomach hydrochloric acid production as well, right? So that could be another reason that you have a severe vata imbalance, right? You're having a lot of this wind factor in your body, or vata dosh in the body, that's going out of balance. And to be able to balance this, you're craving the opposite taste of salt that helps pacify your vata, that's also going to support your digestion and bring about a little bit stability in the body. So these are two meanings. They're kind of interconnected, but the holistic perspective, if you look at different blogs or different websites, they'll always talk about electrolyte imbalance. But from the Ayurvedic perspective, it also is understood as having a lot of vata dosh aggravation, which can be understood as depletion as well in the body, right? Now, when it comes to sugar cravings, again, sugar is a taste that is made up of water and earth, and any sugary food or sweet food, right, technically is supposed to balance, bring about that calmness or that instant happiness, because we have been fed a lot of sweet things, as across different cultures, right? But sweet treats which are associated with celebrations are not always refined sugar. So, what your sugar cravings mainly tell you is that your body, again, is very depleted, right? So, that is the number one thing. And that you're craving some kind of energy, because when you have sugar, it's almost like an instant boost of energy. When you have a high sugary thing, it's going to boost your blood sugar instantly. You're not going to have to digest it, and you're going to be getting some energy. So lots of these sugar cravings, one thing that they indicate is having your blood sugar a little bit lower. That's why you're craving this sugar. The other thing also could be related to a refined sugar addiction. If you're constantly craving sugary foods, now the one thing to understand is refined sugar is as addictive or more addictive than cocaine, and there have been studies done on it. And when you're constantly eating foods made of refined sugar, like pastries or donuts, which are high in sugar, you're constantly going to crave it because they create a lot of blood sugar imbalances, right? So, okay, so Katie is saying that's what I've been craving too. So, 100%. So, if you are craving a lot of carbs, if you are craving a lot of sugar, especially if you're addicted to refined sugars, they change this. Refined sugar is going to change your brain neurotransmitters in a way that there is this addiction where you're constantly wanting to eat that. Now, sugar cravings also, as I mentioned, talk about depletion. And if you are also low in serotonin, or if you've been feeling a general low because of the pandemic, or if you're going through emotional stressors, our body also needs to make this instant serotonin. And most sweet foods, I'm not talking about refined sugar as such, but most sweet foods instantly boost your serotonin, right? And that is why people crave something sweet, right? But if you're addicted to sugar, it is time to take a step back, really look at the sugar addiction and understand what's going on. Now, cravings to caffeine. I know people who drink 10 cups of coffee every day, who need caffeine to wake up and stay awake. So, if this is something that you are craving, one of the things that a caffeine addiction or a strong craving for caffeine means that your stress glands are completely exhausted, right? So if your stress glands are completely exhausted, if you feel tired, if you feel exhausted, if you have no energy, and then you're craving the caffeine, it's because caffeine is a strong stimulant, and it's going to push your stress glands and make you work a little bit more. It's going to make you a little bit more alert. So that could be one reason that you're craving caffeine. The other thing that I have also seen is kaphas, people who have a lot of water, earth in their body, um, are very sluggish in the mornings, and they crave caffeine to bring about a balance in them or to kickstart their day. And I'm one of those kapha people who absolutely loves coffee, and absolutely needs coffee in the morning, right? And I can do without coffee as well. There are bouts where I go through without having any coffee at all for months on end, but then sometimes I need my coffee, right? So if you are craving caffeine, one thing could mean that you're completely depleted now, and you're needing this pseudo energy which you get from caffeine, which is a stimulant. Now this itself can be very dangerous for a vata dominant person, because you are depleted already, you're tired, you don't have the energy, and then you're craving this caffeine or coffee, right? Which is going to further aggravate your vata dosh, which is going to further throw you off balance, and which is going to create a lot more issues for you. So always you have to be mindful about, why you're needing that caffeine or what's really going on with you. right? So this was a short video just to help you understand that salt, sugar, caffeine, cravings could mean different things. If you look online, you'll only have like one reason, but not everybody has the same reason for cravings, right? So you have to really look and understand your own reason. Hi, Loretta. Thanks for watching this live. So my question to you is, Katie says, I think she's been craving a lot of sugar. What are you craving? Do you crave salt? Do you crave sugar, or do you crave caffeine? And one of the best ways to get rid of these cravings, right? So one of the best ways to get rid of these cravings is to be able to reset your system for some time. The way I do it is I do seasonal cleanses for my own body, and I'm also hosting a group cleanse where we can all cleanse together. And in this 7 days, you're not going to have a lot of salt, sugar, or caffeine, and you're also going to get this community support where you can kick off your craving habit, right? And when we talk about sugar cravings, you could have gut dysbiosis as well. That's the other thing I forgot to mention, that candida or certain conditions where your microbiome is not balanced creates a lot more cravings as well. So we are going to ensure throughout the cleanse that we're supporting our body, we're resetting, rejuvenating our system, and we're also building a healthy gut flora or a healthy microbiome, which is then going to support our transition into spring in a really healthy way. So I would love for you to join me. If you are ready for this cleanse, please message me the word cleanse and I'll send you all the information that you need. For 7 days, you'll be cleansing with me. There is a private Facebook group. There is also tons of recipes that you can get for the cleanse. This is not a khichari cleanse. This is not a juice cleanse. This is not a starvation cleanse. Or, you're not going to completely starve yourself. You're rather going to eat healthy. That's going to support your digestion, support your gut, and ensure that you come out of this cleanse rejuvenated and having completely reset your system. So that's one thing I would absolutely love for you to do. So if you are ready, just message me the word cleanse and I'll be more than happy to share the details with you. Thank you so much for watching this live. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And if you need me to do more videos on specific topics, I would love that information as well. If you're looking for something specific, I would love to do a video on that. So please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this live. I'm signing off now. I will see you all soon. Bye for now. Have a great evening. Bye bye.